And welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this video we will talk about dictionaries in Python. So dictionary seems very familiar term to all of us because we have it in a hard copy with us whenever we try to learn a new language or when to search a word. So dictionaries in Python is also similar, is having the similar concept of what we have in a hard form, in a hard printed form. So in dictionary we can search for any word very easily because we know that all the words are arranged in an alphabetical order, and we can directly go to a particular word or particular group of words in a single instant. So similar to that concept, we have dictionaries in Python as well. So it is very, if you have learned Java, C++, it is almost similar, or is it's just a synonym of what is known as hash map or unordered map or map in C++, Java and other languages. So what we have is something like this. So we have a key and a value. So dictionaries in Python is nothing but a group of key and value pairs. So we have like this is a key which is known as it is an identifier, and the value is the data. So we can identify the value in terms of by using this key. So if you are in a simple terms, in list we have indexes as the identifier. So let's say we want to check a data, and if we know the index, so we can directly go there to that data using that index. So here we have a key. So key is nothing but an index only, but here the index can be anything. Like the key can be a string, can be a number, or a tuple as well. So what is the main feature of this dictionary is we can fetch any object or any value at by using this key in order of one time. So when I say order of one time is like we can fetch the value directly. So if we are using a list or a tuple, then it is of order of n time. So order of n time is nothing but you have to iterate over all the elements present in the list or tuple, and then finally you get your desired output or desired value. So the keys here are immutable. So immutable means the keys are fixed. Like if you are fixing a key, let's say I am assigning a value of Raj is equals to 5. So here Raj is your key and 5 is your value. So I cannot change the value of Raj or the value of key at any point of time. So that has to be fixed. But I can change the number. Like I can change the number from 5 to 11 or to 10 or to any other number, or even I can change it to a string. So that is possible. So values are immutable, but keys are not mutable. So let's go towards code to understand it more. So here dictionary is in Python is enclosed by this pair of block markers. So I can define a dictionary. Let's take a good name. My dictionary or my first. Let's take it my first. So I can declare an empty dictionary using this empty block parameter. So it is declaring an empty dictionary. I can check the data type as well. My underscore first. So it is giving me a value of dict. So dict is nothing but your dictionary. It is the standard data type name for the dictionary in Python. So now that I have created an empty dictionary, I can store some values in it. So like if you know the key and value pairs, then you can directly define when you are declaring as well. So let's say I'm storing Raj colon 2. So which is nothing but your Raj here is your key, and colon separates the key and value, so that you can the interpreter can understand what is the value and what is the key. So here I am assigning the value 2 to the key Raj, and let's say I have another pair to be stored, so I can distinguish that using by comma. So you can separate the key value pairs using comma. Let's say I want to I store the key 15 with a value of 2 to 5. So the other way of defining key value pairs in Python is using directly. Like if I want to declare a key value pair, then I can simply do it by typing the dictionary name like if the dictionary has to be defined earlier, like by using an empty dictionary or something like this. So now I can define any key value pair using whatever the key I want. Let's say 23 and equals to 45. So now, so this essentially, this line what will do is it will check if this 23 is already present in the list or not. So if 23, if the key is 23 is present, then it will replace the value by 45. If the key is not present, then it will create a new key and it will assign the value 45. So in either way you will get the key value pair, right? So but you have to be careful whenever you are doing such kind of operation. So it might happen that you ruin the previous data, or you accidentally delete the previous data that was already stored in that place or using in that key. So just be careful about this method. So now that I have, like, I have defined what is the dictionary value, a key value pair. So now I can use that using my first square brackets, and I can access any of the value. I just have to mention the key in the square brackets, just like arrays, strings, or tuples, and I will get whatever the value of that key is. So here I will get 2 because Raj is a key and it has a pair of value 2, so it will return the value 2. So now that I have defined this um, dictionary, let's go towards how to access the element. So by using the square brackets I have already defined, or I've already tell you about how to access it. So it's nothing but using this example only. So here I can access using this key Raj. So another method to access any object or any like key is using this get method. Sorry, I forgot to mention one thing here. So here your keys are, those items that are immutable. So right, so I can take a number, a string, a tuple as key values. So like I can have any of the, like any object with any of this data type, I can store it as, or I can take it as a key. Or in value part you can have any value or any data type you want, but for keys it is restricted only to these three data types. So number includes floating point, and normal integers as well. So you can only have keys of these types only. Now that you have know what is key and value, now I can like I want to fetch using get function. So here the specialty of this get function is, like, let's say you have in this example I have two key value pairs, right, Raj and 15. Let's say I use a key which is not present in this dictionary. Let's say I take 58. So 58 key is not present in the dictionary, right? So I will get a value error, like, sorry, not the value error, key error, because this key is not present in the dictionary. So let's say I don't want this this error to be appearing on my screen. I can use this get method for that. So what I will do is I will write the my dictionary name, that is my first. I'll use the get method, and then I will specify the key, whatever the key may be. So let's say I define it Raj only, or giving a good example. So as soon as I use this get method, I will get the value of 2, because so it will give you the value of that for that key. Suppose I don't have that key present over here. Take the 58 example. So I have specified 58. So for 58, I have to print it somewhere. So as I pass 58, it will return a value of none. So here it is not giving us an error, it will return a value of none. None is nothing but, like, it's null basically in simple terms. So in order to avoid this error method or this key error, we can use this get method. So let's say you don't want this none value to be returned whenever I pass a key which is not present in the dictionary. Then I can specify a value that what we want to identify it as, like the key is absent in the dictionary. Let's say I want to specify a value of 0. So by default it is none. So if you specify 0, then I will get 0, and this 0 will signify that the key 58 is not present in the dictionary. So likewise, like in Python strings and tuple, sorry, list and tuples, I can use a membership operator here as well. So it will check for the keys present in the dictionary. So let's say I want to check if the key Raj is present in the dictionary or not. So I can use this in operator, and I will write the dictionary name. So my Raj in my first, it will return true because the key Raj is present in the dictionary. So the opposite of in operator is not in. So I can, you guys can check on it how to you like check for not in as well. So this is basically checking for the key is present in the dictionary. So if the key is present, then the value is also present. So it's just a intuition that we get. So now that I have the key, like I have a dictionary and I want to delete a key value pair. That for deleting a key value pair, I have two methods in dictionary. So first is del method. So for del method, I will have to write the del keyword, and I have to write the dictionary name, and I have to write what is the key that I want to delete in the brackets. So now that I will I can check if it is working or not. So yes, so I have deleted the key value pair Raj is equals to whatever the value was. So now the second method to delete a key value pair from a dictionary is using this pop method. So let's say I have already have this my dictionary or my first as dictionary available with me. Let's I change the key value pairs. I define it some with some random key and value pairs. So now that I have the key value pair as Raj equals to 23 and 12 equals to 34. So now if I want to remove, let's say 12 equals to 34, then I can remove directly using my underscore first dot pop, and I will mention the key here. So key is 12. So now if I use this pop method, it will delete the key and it will return the value that was stored at that key. So it is very useful. It can be very useful whenever when in applications where if you are deleting a key, then you should get to know what was the value that was deleted, what associated or what was associated with the key. So that's where this pop can be used, or this pop method can be used. So moving on towards dictionary methods, which are very few, and there are others, but I don't think that are worthy enough to be known for. There are that are rarely used in some applications. So these are the mostly used methods. So I'll more focus on this. So let's say you have a dictionary available with you, and if you want to check what are the key values that the dictionary has, so I can easily check it using dot keys method. So I will just define whatever the dictionary name is, and I will write dot keys. So it will return whatever the key was. So here I have deleted this key. So let's define it again in order to get some good results. So now if I run this, so I will get keys in a list form. So I will get Raj and 12 as the answer. Let's say in opposite to the keys, let's say I want to know what are the values that are stored in the dictionary. I can similarly use the dot values function. So I will replace dot values in place of key. So I will get whatever the values that are stored in the dictionary. So I will get 23 and 34. Let's say I want to get the key value pairs in terms of pairs, right? So then I can get it using items. So these are nothing but so key value pairs are nothing but items for a dictionary object. So I can use dot items method here. So I will get, oh sorry, you have to take care of your names of the objects. So I will get Raj and 23 as a tuple and 12 and 34 as a tuple. So here Raj and 26 is a key value pair, and 12 and 34 is a key value pair. So I will get it in terms of tuples. So see, that's where the tuples are very much used. So tuples are used when the values has to be immutable or has not to be changed whenever we are processing it. So whenever if we if you want to save the instance of the dictionary, then I can use this dot items method in order to save the value without having been the danger of changing it or being changed, right? So that's how it is done. Let's say you want to traverse the dictionary or the key value pairs, and you can directly use the iterable property. So I can directly write for I in my first. So is here I is using the iterable property of the dictionary. So I will get, essentially I will be traversing in the keys list. So here I will be fetching the keys value of keys one after the other. So I can print the I value and my first of I, so which will return me the key and value for I. So I, here I is the key and my first of I is nothing but your value. So if you print this, you will get Raj 23 and 1234, which are nothing but key value pairs. So the last topic of this video, and I think probably the last topic of the dictionary concept, is how to create a dictionary from tuples and lists. So let's say you have I will give a short example. Let's say we have two lists or two tuples ready with you. So the first list is containing the roll numbers of the students, and the second list is containing the names of the student. And let's say I want to make the roll numbers as the key and the names of the student as the values to be stored in a dictionary. Then I can use a zip method for it. So let's say I have r equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 as the roll number list, and n is equals to Raj, Harsh, and Aman as three names of students that are going to be in the dictionary, or the students of the class. Let's say I want to combine these two lists and make a dictionary out of it with roll numbers as a key and names as a value. I can use the zip function that I told you in the previous video. So what this zip will does is it will zip both the list, and then it will create a paired item. So let's say I store it as Z, and now this Z can be directly converted using this dict function. So similar to float, int, and list and strings like this, I have this type conversion function for dictionary, which is known as dict. Now if I pass the value of Z, then it will return a dictionary of the above list, which are like having the items as 1 is equals to Raj, 2 is equals to Hers, and 3 is equals to Aman. So which is nothing but what we wanted. So here roll numbers are the identifiers and the names are the values. So that's it in this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Take care of your health, and we'll meet next time. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep commenting on this video or in this channel. If you have any doubts, then please ask in the comment section. I will be more than happy to help. Till then, this is Raj signing out.